almost all day.
Second down and 10. Kelly going short range to McKellar. And he has a first down. Rod Woodson making the tackle, and that's good for 11. It's a third down and 5 at the 18-yard line. 8th play of the drive. Reed had it knocked away, and the question is it a completion and then a fumble, or is it ruled incomplete?
They're calling it a fumble.
Starting role for J.D. Williams at left corner. Second down and 11. Foster is stopped. Stopped by Bruce Smith.
He's getting the ball almost every play.
Second down and 8. Sideline pattern for the first down. Don Beebe, a favorite target of Jim Kelly, picks up.
Woodson is going to be on Reed, and Walker is going to stay with Beebe most of the time.
First down at the Pittsburgh 36. And Kelly again on target inside the 30 with Thomas. Nickerson making the tackle. Midst of the Randall Cunningham controversy, here's Kelly throwing to a wide open James Lofton.
Kelly's pass to James Lofton.
Fifth touchdown of the season. And this is Steve Christie putting it through. Just under 6 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Kelly to Lofton. 9 plays, 60 yards. Buffalo 7. Pittsburgh 3-0. O'Donnell to throw. Has the tight end Eric Green for a first down. Mark Maddox on the stop, and that's good for 20. It's a third and 3. And the first down picked up by Green. Covered by the rookie from UCLA, Matt Darby. It's a 10-yard hookup. A 28-yard field goal attempt for Gary Anderson, and he puts it right through. Gary Anderson, one of the best in the game, 7th round draft pick originally of Buffalo back in 1982. So it's now Buffalo 7, Pittsburgh 3. Out of a change of pace.
Well, one of the things Marv Levy said that
as Thomas is able to break through for a first down. Sammy Walker on the stop, and that is good for 21 yards.
This is the
25 yards, 1 touchdown pass. Goes to the sideline and has the first down that was caught inbounds by Thomas, covered by Shelton.
You know, one of the things that makes Buffalo so potent is that not only do you have to contend with Thomas on the running game, he is a big play receiver too, because he can beat linebackers one-on-one and that type of thing, and he can also get deep out of the backfield.
First out of the 37. Inside handoff. It's Thomas again for the first down. Free safety Darren Perry made the stop. It's been a sensational first half for Thurman Thomas.
Well, yeah, also, too, the Buffalo Bills right now really have the Pittsburgh Steelers back on their heels, and as long as it had been.
Second down and 4 at the 19. Kelly with the time. Beautiful catch by Beebe. It'll be a first and goal inside the 5. Perry made the stop on a 15-yard pass play.
Well, you see Don Beebe on the slant. He made the tough catch and dropped the easy one for a touchdown. There, he's hit very hard by the Pittsburgh safety, Darren Perry. Catches the ball well in traffic, and usually those kind of things involve the player's wind being knocked out of them when he's extension where they've had some problems.
Gardner in front of Davis now in the backfield from the 2. Play action worked beautifully from Mitch Farrat. Farrat once again checking in as he did earlier in this first half, and Farrat catching the touchdown. Mitch Farrat, the starting right guard, an eligible receiver.
Well, these play-action passes don't normally work as well if you don't have a running back like Thurman Thomas. So when they fake the ball in there to Thurman Thomas, that frees guys like Mitch Farrat and John Fina to catch those play-action passes.
Mitch Farrat in his fourth year out of Penn State with the touchdown reception. Christie adding the extra point. It is now Buffalo 14, Pittsburgh 3.
Bill O'Donnell as a starting quarterback in the NFL. These are the kind of situations you have to learn to cope with.
All right, Clifford Hicks on the punt return. "47-yard punt by Royals and a good return. Hicks for 18. Got a touchdown last week, and 4 TDs is a career high for Metzelars. A lot of movement, and the flags are thrown.
And that's a lot of tougher conversion situation.
Jim Richard, the left guard, called on that penalty. Kelly going sideline, and right at the marker, caught by Beebe. Walker was trying to knock it free. It is a first down for the Bills.
Well, Walker right with Beebe, but he doesn't get in there in time to strip it. And
here in the first half for 14. Kelly has a 2nd and 8 at the 34. Thomas on the draw. Beautiful sidestepping by Thurman Thomas. Richard Shelton made the stop.
Well, this is some spectacular running because Buffalo doesn't do a great job blocking there. Williams and Aaron Jones missed the tackle, but Thomas just eludes all the defenders on his own.
The 27. Kelly completes to McKellar. And Jim Kelly took a shot. It's a 26-yard pass play. Greg Lloyd is down.
Well, a great situation for a play-action pass. 3rd down and 1. But when you run that hard play fake, your quarterback can get hit. But he gets the ball to Keith McKellar for the takes it down to the 1-yard line. And here's Kelly really getting rocked by the Pittsburgh defender, number 66, Evans.
Meanwhile, Greg Lloyd, reaction to the touchdown pass to Mitch Farrat. It's our Kelly cam, Bill, at work. Jim Kelly, the most famous resident of East Brady, Pennsylvania, located just outside of Pittsburgh. He has faced the Steelers 3 times in his career, all victories. So for Jim, this
case it was, he puts the ball on the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1. No report on Greg Lloyd, who was shaken up on that same play. Back to the ground for Thomas. Touchdown. Thurman Thomas, with his 9th touchdown of the season, leads the AFC. 6 on the ground, 3 as a receiver. So Buffalo has extended the lead, and Steve Christie will attempt the extra point. Frank Wright puts it down. The Bills have jumped in front 21-3 with 5:09 remaining first half. And Shelton, there's the 2-minute warning. We'll be right back. 4 yards. Last season, as we mentioned, against the Steelers, Beebe tied Jerry Butler's team record, catching 4 touchdown passes in 1 game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He finished with 10 receptions, the first 100-yard game in his career. The Bills winning 52-34, racking up 537 yards on offense. Jim Kelly with 6 touchdown passes for a franchise record. 2 minutes remaining, first half, 2nd and 5. Buffalo at its 35. Kelly is taken down for the first time. So Kelly is sacked. Gerald.
Well, Marv, you know, that saddens me, but that Achilles tendon is one of the most long-term injuries that you can suffer. Usually it takes, 8 months to a year to get that thing back, and I certainly wish Lawrence well in his rehabilitation.
3rd down, 11, BB. And BB making the catch inbounds for 16 yards.
Well, you never know what one play can do, but the play where BB got behind Sammy Walker.
Charge, timeout. 40 seconds.
So the Bills are down to 1 timeout remaining. Thurman Thomas in the news this month. Current edition of Sport Magazine quoted Thurman as saying, they, the media, realize that I'm Barry Bonds, Jose Canseco, and Charles Barkley rolled into one. Says Thurman, I'm the biggest hit in the NFL. And Thurman obviously seems to be willing to tell the world that he's the NFL's best player. He may be, but it's really not for Thurman Thomas to make that judgment.
No, that's right. He's an integral part of the Buffalo offense, and they've had tremendous success, and he's a great player. Everyone knows that, but, starting to compare yourself with 3 other guys in other sports, and I think as a coach, if you had to pick a guy on this team that maybe fit into that category, it'd be number 12, Jim Kelly. He's definitely their most valuable player.
It's a 3rd and 3 at the 35, and here is Kelly going sideline and has another first down, combining with James Lofton. DJ. And Kelly coughed it up. Nickerson on the recovery. And wisely got it out of bounds to stop the clock with 8 seconds remaining, and a Buffalo player is down.
Stripping the ball, it gets loose, goes right to Nickerson, but
yard attempt. A line drives it, and it's good. Gary Anderson from 49 yards away, his 2nd field goal of the day. And that's the end of the first half. Buffalo up 21-6. O'Donnell facing the rush, goes to the screen. And a good piece of running by Foster. Bennett made the tackle.
Cornelius Bennett.
well, that
Davenport split out to the left side. Play action for O'Donnell, and he has Davenport. Another Pittsburgh first down. Odoms on the coverage. This for 14 yards.
A 14-yard.
Of the drive. Leroy Thompson and Merrill Hodge in the backfield. O'Donnell throwing. Touchdown. Ernie Mills with his first touchdown of the season. On 13. 7. Nice soft pass delivered to McKellar. And it's a first down for Buffalo. DJ Johnson made the stop. Keith McKellar
got a little excited about here in Buffalo.
Art Steed was called for the penalty. Kelly throwing deep again. Wide open, James Lofton. 46-yard touchdown pass. Lofton was wide open early in the first quarter and was able to score. And he's done it again. Of the day, number 6 on the season, and here's Steve Christie putting it through. 7:43 remaining in the third quarter. Lofton celebrating with Beebe. And here's Jim Kelly pointing in the direction of his family. And they return the favor. Buffalo represents the most points allowed this season by the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Bills with a 28-13 lead, propelled by that man, Jim Kelly, 23 of 27, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns. 2 to Lofton, both in wide open situations. O'Donnell able to get it away, although under pressure, completing to Davenport. An 18-yard advance. Charles Davenport, the rookie.
Patient football now.
2nd down and 9. Foster now to the left side. Foster accelerates, has a first down. The left defensive end, Phil Hansen, chasing him down the field, but Barry Foster reeled off 13 yards.
Hodge in as another passing threat out of the backfield.
O'Donnell throwing the strike for the touchdown to Merrill Hodge.
For the Pittsburgh touchdown.
Bill, are you in touch with Ron Earhart?
No.
15 seconds.
And try and set up a screen to your big play guy, Barry Foster, but Buffalo defensed it very well, and now we have that 3rd and 10 and the noise and the fans and the Buffalo pass rush and the nickel defense and all this crowd, the excitement, all become a factor here for Neil O'Donnell.
O'Donnell taken down by Bruce Smith. Kelly completes to Beebe.
Jim Kelly pass completed on Beebe.
Johnson made the stop. Jim Kelly just playing catch today with Don Beebe. 8 receptions, 100 yards.
Well, as I said,
and 1. Thomas to the outside and has a first down plus additional yardage. It's been a sensational day for Thurman Thomas. 128 yards on the ground.
well, one of the most...
What a second effort by Thomas. The tackle by Lloyd. It is another Buffalo first down. He went for 15 yards.
Finish very quickly.
Now Beebe splits out to the left side. And Thomas again inside the 10. Stopped by Woodson. Well, this drive began with about 8 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Thurman Thomas has rushed 7 times the last 8 plays.
Well, you have to credit the Buffalo offensive line. You know, Ballard and Hull and Richter and Wolford and Davis and Farrat, you know, they've been working at the guard spot because they really have...
2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, and it will be a 2nd and goal from the 5 when we get back to the action. We mentioned the San Diego-Kansas City game several minutes ago. San Diego 14-13, and we'll be switching to Joel Myers and Beasley Reese to pick it up. Marv Albert with Bill Parcells in Buffalo. So the Bills go to a record of 7-2, and the Pittsburgh Steelers drop to 6 up and 3 down. A very impressive offensive display by Jim Kelly.